When it comes to budget Chinese two-way radios, it's usually safe to ask, would you like some flashlight with your radio? But on this latest offering from TXQ, it would be safe to ask, would you like some radio with your flashlight? As handheld two-way radios go, this has to be the most unusual one I've seen yet. It comes in this striking blue camouflage colour scheme, and as if that isn't enough, it has this huge flashlight on the top. Now don't worry, the flashlight unscrews, and while we're on the subject, I'll show you how it works. It's a separate unit that slots into the top and draws power from these two contacts. Once in place, it screws down, making it secure. Now the flashlight will draw quite a bit of power, but it's there if you need it. But for the rest of this video, we'll keep it off. So this radio is a dual bander which covers 136 to 174 MHz VHF and 400 to 520 MHz UHF, so it's ideal for the 2 meter and 70 cm amateur bands. On the left is the PTT and two function buttons. The top one opens the squelch and the bottom one turns the flashlight on and off. On the right hand side of the radio is the Kenwood style speaker mic and programming cable jack. And on the top is the on-off and volume control knob, as well as the SMA connector for the antenna. The radio comes with a charger base as well as a power cable, and there's also a separate socket on the bottom of the battery for direct charging, although the supplied cable doesn't support this. The battery clips into place on the back of the radio and has a clip-on belt clip. The power output is advertised at 8 watts, but it actually outputs 9.2 watts on VHF and 8.2 watts on UHF. The radio is programmable via PC and the software is available from TXQ and is a spreadsheet style program that allows you to change all of the radio settings. The radio can also be programmed from the keypad and the settings fall under 4 main categories. TX and RX allows you to change things like the squelch, power output, encryption, encryption tone, bandwidth, busy channel lockout, timeout timer, timeout alarm, shift direction, shift frequency and frequency step. CTC and DCS allows you to change the CTCSS tones and DCS codes for transmit and receive. Scan allows you to select what makes the scan function resume after a signal ends and also set priority scan channels. And finally, set allows you to change things like the clock style, date, time, alarm clock, work mode which is frequency mode or channel mode, battery saver, A or B VFO switch, Vox gain which is voice activated transmission and Vox delay. You can also set things like the keypad beep, DTMF beep, DTMF automatic numeric ID, FM radio, key lock, lamp control, colour display, transmit screen colour, receive screen colour, language, auto power off, reset and channel delete. So that's an overview of the radio. Let's go out to some high ground and see if we can make a contact. Mike 7, Mike Victor Fox, Mike 7, Mike Victor Fox, Mike 3 Hotel, Hotel Yankee Mobile. You receiving, Paul?
Mike 3 Hotel, Hotel Yankee Mobile, Mike 7, Mike Victor Foxtrot. Very good morning, Lewis. Nice to hear you and wonder what you're up to, over.
Yep, M3HHY Mobile returning. Yep, very good afternoon. Hope you're okay. It's been a few weeks, but thanks for jumping on for a test again. Just on Warneth Low today in the usual spot. The weather's hit and miss. It's quite sunny and quite hot. It was cool and windy before, so yeah, nice day for playing radio anyway. Just testing out the TXQ 8800 Plus dual bander at the moment, Paul. So I wonder how it's sounding. You're 5 and 9 as always. Up to Warneth Low. Back to you.
From M7MBF, yeah, it sounds good, Lewis. Nice audio. Signal's okay. I think you're in the car, aren't you? So you know, it's not quite fully quieted, but very, very readable. No problems at all. And yeah, nice to hear you. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it, since we last spoke. And yeah, hope all is well. I haven't heard of the TXQ radio, so I must look that one up. What can you tell me about it, Urban?
M3HHY Mobile returning. I'm outside the car now, Paul. I'm just stood at the back of the car, so I'm sort of side on to you facing the camera. So yeah, you're off over to my right here. Yeah, it's quite a new company. These are the company that I did the very small square radios. I did the test with you the other week on there. They worked quite well as well, and this is just another model. So it's quite an unusual looking one as well. It's like a blue camouflage, but yeah, it's a decent radio. It seems quite a nice sort of interface, and there it does have one little trick up its sleeve, which I'll wait until you see the video. Paul, back to you.
M7 MBF. Fine, Lucy. I'm just having a look on the web. Can't seem to see. Oh, that sounds interesting. I wonder what it does. Perhaps it tells jokes or something. But no, the last radios were very good, weren't they? I have to say I've been enjoying the videos recently, and I know a couple of my friends that have as well. We were only talking about you the other day. There's lots to talk about with this hobby, aren't there, and lots of interesting stories. M7 MBF.
M7 MVF, M3HHY Mobile returning. Yeah, there's a little bit of reflection coming from somewhere on the signal up to here, so I'm not sure whether it's something up my way. But yeah, I can just hear it under your signal, so that's quite a strange one. But yeah, you do often get that from up Wernethlow. When I speak to Royden over in Weir, you can hear the wind turbine blades passing between the signal, especially on UHF, which is quite interesting as well. And yeah, cheers for the comment on the channel as well, Paul. Appreciate that. Yeah, pirate radio's my avenue at the moment. I'm just obsessed with it. So that's obviously where the series came from, and there's going to be plenty more in that vein as well. But yeah. Okie doke, right, so are you available to try some 70 centimetres if we try 433575, Paul?
Yeah, Roger, 433575, be there in 1 second.
Yeah, M3HHY Mobile. I wonder how that's sounding up here, Paul.
That's almost identical to the 2 metre signal, so I was expecting it to be a little bit weaker, but no problems at all with that, Lewis. It sounds very nice, as I say, nice audio.
Yeah, okay, Paul. I'm not receiving you quite as well up on 70 centimetres. That might be the antenna, it's a dual band antenna on the radio, obviously. So that might be something to do with that. But yeah, I'm receiving you okay anyway. For the distance between us. So yeah, well, at least this radio is working. I'm glad about that. It's definitely interesting. Like I say, it does have an interesting trick up its sleeve as well, which you'll see later on. So not a bad test there for the 8800 Plus. The radio seemed to perform well enough, with good reports from Paul over on the other side of Manchester. This radio is probably better suited for the outdoor or prepper user due to its rugged casing, which appears to have waterproof seals around it, and of course that immense flashlight.